This is video 4 of 4. We're looking to wrap up this overview of standard-based grading. And so, to conclude this and to wrap this up, we're going to talk about what you can do. And what you can do is encourage reassessment. As we mentioned earlier, that the student has multiple opportunities to demonstrate mastery. So if they weren't successful that first time, encourage them to get some tutoring, some intervention, so they can reassess. And a simple thing such as asking your child, "What did you learn today?" is part of changing that culture of compared to "What did you do today?" at school. We want to shift the thinking of doing work for the sake of getting a grade towards and change it to students doing work to learn. And this is a great question that can help us go move in that direction. Be sure to contact your student's teacher if you have any questions or concerns of things that are going on, whether it be related to the grade, and maybe you're unsure if they are standard-based grading or they're not. And so don't hesitate to reach out to your teacher. And if we also have um, we have support as well in case there's a translation is needed for any of these questions that you may have. So real quick, I want to touch up on the reassessment policy. Now, students, if they score a below 2, reassessment is necessary. And prior to that, some intervention must take place. Again, we're trying to prevent the same thing from happening, so we want to make sure we can help them and support them in what it was that they were struggling on prior to reassessing again. Be sure to contact a teacher with intervention opportunities. What I mean by that basically is see when they're available. Most of the teachers are available after school at a certain time. Reach out to the teacher, have the student reach out to that teacher, or you can reach out to them to figure out and set a day and a time to where they can help support your student. And then lastly, just remind students not to wait. At the as much as we want to give them as much time as we can, we do have grades have to be submitted at the end of the semester. And if the student puts off reassessment to the very end, it's very likely that they won't be able to recover. So I want to wrap this up. I'm just sharing some of the students' thoughts. When I first did this, I gave the students a survey to see how they how they viewed the grading practice. And so I got a lot of different responses, but I just chose to share these two. And I'll go ahead and read these to you. And this first one says, "In my opinion, this is the best way to grade because it is less stress for the students since they don't have to turn in a ton of assignments every day. It also gives you a more clear perspective on what you have mastered and what you need help with in your class. Your grade will also be more clear and it is easier for you to see where you messed up or what standard you need help on." Another one I share here is this one. I'll go ahead and read that one to you as well. It says, "In my opinion, it is better than the old way of being graded, on what you know, not just passing by homework. It is not easier or harder, it is just more simplistic than the other way, in fact, that you know exactly what you need help on and what you excel at." And this was a group of freshmen in Algebra 1 that I gave this to. I do share one last question that I presented to them. And that question was, which one do you find yourself motivated to learn in? Do you find yourself more motivated to learn in a traditional grading system or a standard-based grading system? And had about 90% of students tell me that they were more motivated in a standard-based grading system. When I got these results, this is what encouraged me to continue pressing on with this. It may not be perfect yet. It's a continuous work, but it's definitely these results alone told myself and another teacher that we were onto something and we need to keep pressing on and moving forward. I'd like to invite you, if you have any questions, please not hesitate to contact your teacher or myself directly. You can see my email in there as well. If you have any questions regarding this, I have more data and more research to support some of the reasons why we're making this transition. So you can also reach out to me regarding that as well. Again, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you.